All right, coming up next, we get to this welterweight bout between Gunnar Nelson and the Hall of Famer, Royce Gracie. All right, so as this young fighter makes the walk here tonight, you know his inner monologue is, how do I get this opponent down? Because once I get him to the mat, I know I can keep him there. Joe, this guy has a top game as scary as anybody in the game. And when you can control a fighter like that in a fight, it's a great source of confidence. He'll use the body weight to keep you down and prevent any sort of hip escapes because his hips are so strong. Physical freak who will sap your willpower and your gas tank with the best of them.
Royce Gracie is the original Ultimate Fighter. He is the man that showed the world that technique and intelligence can defeat brawn and size.
Well, the majority of his UFC wins have come by way of submission. This is one of the more decorated and accomplished grapplers on this UFC roster, the welterweight contender, the Iceland native, Gunnar Nelson. Renzo Gracie, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, trains under John Kavanagh there in Ireland. And this is a man who can truly grapple with the best of them. Also brings a karate background with him, Joe. A well-rounded guy who many believe eventually could work his way to a welterweight title shot.
This guy has devastating power to his kicking technique. Whether it's to the legs, the body, or the head, if one of those lands, you've got real problems.
Our tail of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. More than a decade separates these two fighters when it comes to the age, with similar height and some differences in reach. And now to get us started, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon is Herb Dean. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas, it's time! High ground in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a jiu-jitsu fighter, holding a professional record of 13 wins, 3 losses, and 2 draws. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, presenting the member of the UFC Hall of Fame, Royce Gracie. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a jiu-jitsu fighter, holding a professional record of 17 wins, 3 losses, and 1 draw. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Reykjavik, Iceland, Gunnar Nelson.
You've been given your instructions in the dressing room. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We will have a clean fight. Touch gloves, let's make it official.
This has been one of the most highly anticipated matchups for a long time. And ladies and gentlemen, strap yourselves in, because it's about to go down right now.
Here we go. Nice punch there by Nelson. Just out of range with the straight left hand. Slips the punch nicely there.
That's a hard hook.
Shot is true. Now we'll see if he can follow it up. He might get a finish here.
This choke continues to get tighter every second. He may be forced to tap. That's it.
And there it is.
Great job in establishing that submission.
Well, yeah, Joe, that was fun while it lasted. He told us he wanted to be at his most efficient here tonight. He certainly didn't waste a lot of time. He knew he wanted to get the fight to the ground. He gets the early takedown, and the submission follows shortly thereafter.
And here we can see it again. That's a real tight choke here. And one more time, nice technique here on this submission.
So there he is, your winner by submission. That could hold up as one of the better subs of the year. Near perfect execution tonight. Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 37 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by tap out, Gunnar
So there he is in all his glory. Gunnar Nelson, just an absolute pleasure to watch compete as usual as Iceland's finest secures yet another big win here tonight. And clearly his striking is starting to catch up with his grappling. That is a scary, scary proposition for the rest of this welterweight division.